Hey you guys, it's me, Alyssa from Rags to Stitches. It's great to see you guys today. I'm changing up the format of Coffee Date just a little bit today because, as many of you know, last week I had the honor and pleasure of speaking at Sewing Summit in Utah, and I got to share a little bit about my creative journey, going from being a blogger to a handmade shop owner to now running Pollinate. And as I was getting ready to speak, I asked a lot of you, both on Instagram and the blog, if you were having had an opportunity to sit down and chat with me, what would you ask me? And a lot of you asked me about this concept of balance and how I managed to balance everything in my life. And what's really funny is when I got to the conference and I was really nervous and we did talk about balance, and I basically said that there's no such thing as balance. It's crap. It doesn't exist. It's all about surviving and just kind of making it through the day. And then I proceeded to give them some tips for how I manage all the things that I do in my day. And as I came home and I was talking to Kyle about what I had said and what I had talked about, and I was like, I went over this whole balance is crap and, blah, blah, and he really challenged me and said, balance is not crap. It's really important and you need to have it, and it does exist. It can exist, and it's all about providing the tools. And as we kept talking, he was like, why did you tell everybody that balance is crap? And then proceeded to give them talk about 6 key elements that you utilize in your own life or my own life to find that balance. And trust me, it's not always perfect by any means, but these tools exist for a reason. And so today I'm going to talk about 3 myths having to do with what I think have to do with balance. And then next week I'm going to start giving you guys some of the tips that I gave to the class that I spoke to. Sound good? Okay. So here's the thing. One of the common misnomers with the idea of balance is that a lot of people feel like you only have balance if you are able to do it all. Meaning that, you have balance if you can check off everything on your to-do list, get your inbox down to 0, get your kids to and from school, have some quality time with them, get dinner ready, get your house clean, get, all this stuff done. And that's really not true. It's not true. In order to have balance is understanding that you're not going to be able to get it all done in one day, and having a plan for what absolutely has to get done, what can wait, and what elements of your day need to adapt or change in order to accommodate that balance. You need to make sure that you're incorporating all the important things in your life in that day, along with aspects of your job. So for me, I squeeze in time with my kids on a work day by taking them to school, praying over them on the way, talking to them about what they're excited about for the day, and then picking them up afterwards. And being a part of their day that way, asking them how school is, what's going on, what was most exciting, what did they learn about, new friends that they made. Another misnomer having to do with balance is that in order to have balance in your life, you need to choose. You need to make a choice. You either choose to spend time with your kids and your husband and cleaning your house, or you spend time on your blog and your business. And I really just think that that's crap. You can do it. You don't need to choose. I think the choice comes in what parts of your day you're going to do each of those things, and knowing that when that section of available time ends, you have to close it down. And that's where priority comes in. So you need to prioritize your day. If you know you only have 30 minutes from, like I know I have 30 minutes from 8:30 till 9 o'clock in the morning after drop off before I go and work out. If I'm working out that day, which I don't work out 5 days a week, I work out 3 to 4 times a week. But either way, I know I have 30 to 40 minutes when I get home. And that's when I answer all my really important emails, everything that's pressing. I don't do anything else. If it's not pressing, it doesn't happen in that moment. And if it comes through right before I leave, then it has to wait. So I think just prioritizing. If my kids are napping, okay, and it's not maybe a typical work day, I'll tell you in a minute, I have some specific things for how I structure my day, but if it's technically not a work day, both my kids nap. So I know I'm really lucky. We've talked about this before. But I'll take their nap time, and that's when I'll work on certain things. And I'll make maybe 1, 2, and 3. These are things that I want to try and get done during this time. If I don't get them done, I don't get them done. But this is my goal, and I try and stay true to that goal so I don't let other things distract me during that time. So I think you have to make a choice to only work on your blog or business during X, Y, and Z times, and then the rest of the time you balance it out by spending time with your family. For me, if I'm not spending time with my family or my husband, then I feel like my cup starts to drain just a little bit at a time. I need that sweet innocence from my kids, and to laugh with them and to tickle them until they're like crying, they're laughing so hard, or to run around my house with my son playing airplanes, just be like, you know, for like 40 minutes if that's what he wants to do. Or, you know, taking the time out to help my daughter learn some new words because she's really excited about starting to read sight words right now, and we're trying to take advantage of that. So it's prioritizing, like, yes, I could be checking my Instagram, or I could be spending time with my kids, and knowing that. Sorry, I have these 3 things written down here, so I'm making sure that I think the third misnomer for balance is that in order to have balance, that you not only need to do it all, but you need to do it all alone. And guys, that is the biggest lie and the biggest crap of all. Balance does not require the ability to be Wonder Woman and do it all yourself, as great as that sounds. When I tell you how my day looks and is laid out, it is not laid out that way, accomplishing the things that I get accomplished because I do it all myself. I have help. So in order to have balance, you need to have help for these different areas of things that you're trying to help you accomplish the things you're trying to accomplish, but also spend time getting your cup filled by your family. So for me, I have a virtual assistant, Sky. She's amazing. She helps me with all the administrative side of my blog. She reminds me when I need to respond to people if it's been more than 24 hours. She helps me get certain blog posts set up. She helps me with my sponsorship stuff so that people get their emails get responded to and in a appropriate amount of time. Then for Pollinate Media, I have project managers. I can't be the big picture and the day-to-day. It just doesn't work that way. So I have project managers that help me with the day-to-day, and then I'm able to focus on the bigger picture. Doesn't mean I don't know what's happening in my day-to-day. I absolutely positively know what's happening in the day-to-day of the business, but my main focus in the day is the bigger picture. And I'm only able to do that because I have 6 people that work for me on my team. And last, I have an amazing and supportive husband who helps me with pickup and drop off and church activities and birthday parties, and we work together from home, which is amazing. And also fun because one day during the week, and we have like our little lunch date, and we go out and we have lunch together, and we talk about the kids and work and just kind of like get out of the house, and we accomplish sometimes more in that 1 hour or hour and a half that we spend during lunch time together than, you know, the whole work day. And then it frees us up to, when the kids go to bed, just really be able to spend time with one another, watching TV or snuggling on the couch, or, you know, talking about life, our life, not the business. And I also have a babysitter. I have somebody that's here 3 days a week, from 8 to 4, who helps with cleaning the house. She watches the kids. I have 1 kid in school 5 mornings a week and 1 in school 3 mornings a week. So she's here in the middle of the week watching my little one that's only in school Monday, Wednesday, Friday. He's with her all day Tuesday, Thursday, and then on Wednesdays, neither one of them is here in the morning, so she's able to help me with some cleaning and some laundry, and then in the afternoon. Anyways, all that to say is that I do have help, and it doesn't all happen on its own, and that's also what helps me find some balance in my life. And like I said, you guys, I am totally not perfect at it by any means, but I do know that just saying that balance doesn't exist is a cop-out. You have to work hard at it, and you have to make it exist. And I think it's easier for me to say, oh, it doesn't exist. You know, it lives where pigs fly. That's great. It sounds great, but it's really not realistic. And if you don't have balance, then the people and the things that are important to you, especially the people that are important to you, start to wonder about their importance. So anyways, that's just my 2 cents today. I'll be back next week with some 3 of my 6 tips on how I find balance in my life. So hope you guys have a great day. Sorry for chatting with you for 10 minutes. I hope you make it through this because there's some really great information. So I'll chat with you guys later. Bye.